So I found this TED Talk. I think it's spoken word, but I'm not sure. I love spoken word, so I want to go ahead and watch it.
You're not really black. You're right. I'm not black. I am a representation of two identities, two of which are hidden behind your judgment. You look at me and don't see me. You see my color. You assume my race based upon the pigment of my skin. A collection of labels that have been
They both look Indian to me. Just one looks like a lighter Indian and one looks like a darker Indian.
forced upon me without question. Because I'm mixed, they try and tell me I can't be offended by the names you call me, by the names you call my friends, by the names you call my father, my brother, thereby denying my ancestors who were
It's crazy because I was just talking to my friend look out about this. People will used to think that I was just white or something else, and they would just say the most outlandish racist stuff around me about other groups, and I'm like, you can't say that. Even if I'm not that group, what is wrong with you? Like, why are you this angry at this group? Like, it makes no sense to me. And like by them not knowing that like I was a part black or part native, and they would say something like that, I'm like, you do realize I'm part this, right? And they're like, they'll start crying, doing the whole thing they do, like, oh, I didn't know, you don't look like, or they'll be like, oh, I don't believe you. I feel like you're just saying that. And I'm just like, dude, whatever. And that's why, like, I just stay away from them.
by their wrists, hung by the ones who call themselves humane, shot down by their so-called protectors. But just as a badge can be deceiving, so can my looks. Your hair is so interesting. Oh, my bad. Do my curl patterns confuse you? I didn't mean for the texture of my hair to be a puzzle for you to put together. No, you can't touch my hair. Keep your hands.
Oh my God, the amount of times that people of every race like tried to touch my hair or actually came up and grabbed my hair. And this one time, this black girl did it. I'm like, dude, you're black. You know better than this. She's like, but it's different. I'm like, no, it's not. You don't just touch people's hair. Like, it was funny. We ended up laughing about it, but it was like, I was so shocked that she would do that because, usually people of color, we know better to do that, but like sometimes they just don't care. Um, but yeah, people be like, other white people, like, are you like white with like curly hair? I love seeing white people with curly hair, and I'm like, no, I'm mixed. And they're like, yeah, but like we're all mixed. They think that like when I say I'm mixed, I mean like with two different type of whites back then. And it's like, no, I'm just like American mixed or whatever. But
Your suggestions to yourself. I'm sorry, does my fine hair and light skin confuse your eyes as you walk by to point your ignorant fingers, coding your ignorant lies as I am one race? But just as your mind is so limited, maybe your opinions should be too. So like, what are you? Hear me clearly when I tell you, I'm black and I'm white. Hear me clearly when I tell you, I'm black and I'm Persian. I will not be reduced.
oh, they're both so adorable though. But um, I completely get what they're coming from. But when people ask me what I am, I'm like, I'm a unicorn. I'm an alien. I used to say alien a lot more, but people said that just could mean you're like a foreign citizen, and I'm like, that kind of defeats the purpose. So I just say I'm a unicorn, or I just say a different race each time. Sometimes I'm Italian, sometimes I'm something else, just like to throw them off so everyone thinks I'm something different.
To one race, nor will you decide whether I'm one of my two ethnicities. I am not here to prove my multicultural background. I do not have to prove my blackness to you. My race is not to be mistaken. My race is not absolute. My race is a fusion of my parents' cultures intertwined into one. This is who I am, and I will stand up to anyone who refuses to accept it. Which race do you like better? When you ask
One, the light skinned girl, the lighter girl, she looks like Michael Jackson's son, the baby. I forgot his name though. And two, I hate when people are like, which one do you like better? And I'm literally gonna tell y'all, neither, because y'all are both annoying. All three of y'all are annoying to be honest, but natives don't bother me that much. They're not that annoying. But the other two, oh my God, they're so annoying. Like, I can't even put into words. They're aggravating.
me this question, my respect for you vanishes. As if I had a choice. If I had a choice, why would you expect me to choose? Choose between the cultures that make me who I am today. Choose between the races that shape my world. How naive can you be to not see that these words you spill slowly degrade me? How blind can you be to not see that these questions you ask are no innocent thing? Your words like hands squeezing everything that does not fit your labels, pushing and shoving, painfully scrubbing the color of my skin until transparency suits me. I knew chivalry was dead, but who knew kindness was on the verge of dying? You say you respect me, but respecting me is respecting my skin. Respecting the races that raised me and the races that created me.
They cannot do that. But if I say I'm part white, they will not respect that. They will literally just be like, oh, well, I guess you don't like being black. Or, no, you just need to claim you're white if they're white. It makes no sense either way you go about it. But that's something I've noticed my entire life. Like, they'll respect me being native, but they will not respect the other race.
I have privilege. I have privilege, they tell me. I have the privilege of constantly being asked my race, walking down the streets as you are eager to label me. I have privilege? A privilege to be stared at like a guessing game. What race is she? But the truth is, your eyes are weapons made from the strongest material known as your biased thoughts and prejudice. How cruel.
Also glad they're so young putting this out because what privilege is it to be poked, prodded, grabbed on, and used as someone's object, to say the least, when like it's like I don't understand this privilege. And then they want like, oh, but jobs, but jobs, but jobs. And I'm like, I'm still treated like a person of color. I like when it comes to these jobs, I am still treated like a person of color, by other people of color. Like I, that's just how I see it because 9 times out of 10, I don't go into jobs and there's like just white people hiring. It's people of color hiring, and they are rude to me. So it's like I don't see the privilege.
You be is the question, as my race is no icebreaker. No one understands trying to be whole when you are given two halves. No one understands when you want to be white and you want to be black. No one understands the struggle of being torn between two different worlds. But don't get me wrong, I wouldn't want to be anything other than me, mixed.
They did so good, but like it's crazy that even at their young age they have to come out and say these things. I wish we were further ahead, like I wish that we didn't have to keep repeating the same things to people over and over again to just leave us alone and let us be mixed. And like the mixed girl who was like black and white up there, I would have never guessed that she was like black and white. But mixed people look like all different kinds of things. I guess that's why they call it so ambiguous or whatever. But I think it's just weird that people want us to pick a side when we literally look like neither because we're blended. It's just so stupid to me. And you just can't make this up.